So obviously very nervous. I start on internal medicine wards. All right, guys, I'm off to lunch conference and I've got a tuna salad. Hey everyone, so it is day 3 of working, but technically a Thursday because Monday I had orientation. I think I'm getting more used to the workflow, so I think I'm like every day showing up a little bit later. Checkout is at 6:30, so the latest I should probably show up is 6:20, but we are getting it done. Waking up earlier isn't becoming really that much easier, but it must be done. So let's get going. Alright guys, the last few days have been a whirlwind, but I've learned quite a bit. Obviously, you kind of have to, but going throughout the day, I'll check in hopefully a little bit more. Today is a short day, but if I'm not able to check in as much throughout the day as I would like, I'll definitely check in with you at the end of the day, and we'll talk a little bit about kind of what the workflow looked like and at least 3 things I've learned on this first week as a physician. All right, guys, so wow, wards is really no joke. I do feel like I'm still gonna take a lot of time to like fully acclimate, especially my body. I think they just give you a lot of responsibility, and it's not just that. You have like new tasks getting added throughout the day, just consistently over and over again being added. And I think that's the biggest part. The workflow is not as under your control as you would want it to be, and flexibility is just a big thing that you would need to develop to get comfortable. And I think I do have flexibility in some sense. It's just this is a new level of responsibility with a lot more work, and I'm just getting used to it. And I think with this week that passed, I did, but I definitely still have more to go. And that can be like one of the first things I learned was flexibility and being able to drop something and come back to it. And it's really hard to do it off the bat. It's definitely a learning process, and I'll learn more and get better with time. Just being able to differentiate between what needs to be done now versus later. I think another thing I learned this week is something new about myself, actually. I didn't know that given a new big responsibility like this, that my confidence would be at the level that it would be. I thought coming into this, I would be a lot more nervous about things, and don't get me wrong, I am nervous about a lot of stuff, but it's surprising to me that I'm, I guess, confident, and I guess maybe it's my training. And honestly, I still ask a lot of questions. I still have a lot of concerns and wanting to get clarification, but I do feel confident in a lot of ways, way more than I thought I would, and that's a good thing because I thought I would be just freaking out about everything. And then the third thing is that you really have to be intentional with food and water. I said this during 3rd and 4th year, but it is even more so true on like wards as a resident or any other busy service as a resident. I'm constantly doing something from 6 to 5:30 or even 6 p.m. It is quite the most busiest I've ever been, and I know it will get better with time, but I have to be very intentional about even my restroom breaks. But either way, I have tomorrow off, which is amazing. A Saturday off is very nice, and I still want to show you guys a little bit of what I'm doing on my day off, because I guess that's still part of a week in the life of a first year resident. So I'm excited to get home. I'm going to start making a cake when I get home for my sister's birthday. So let's get home and start our day off. So I'm trying to learn how to use this KitchenAid. I've been wanting one forever and got one for graduation, so I'm really excited about using it. I think it's fairly straightforward. Maybe it's not as straightforward. Hold on, I have a manual. Oh, fancy. Where are we going? Where are we going?
We're going to Pilates.
Pilates.